The political landscape is heating up. From shocking assassinations to calls for unity, we're diving into the stories that have everyone talking. Get ready for a rapid-fire rundown of the events shaping our nation. First up, former President Barack Obama is speaking out after the assassination of Charlie Kirk, and he's not holding back his condemnation of political violence. Then, we've got the latest on the investigation into Charlie Kirk's death, with new details emerging about the man accused of the crime. Plus, we'll explore the wider implications of these events as Obama declares America is at an inflection point. Finally, we're getting a closer look at the chilling text messages allegedly sent by the suspect in the Charlie Kirk case. Stick around because you won't want to miss this. Hit that like, subscribe, and bell notification so you never miss an update. Obama declares political violence a threat after Charlie Kirk assassination. Former President Barack Obama has delivered a powerful condemnation of political violence in the wake of Charlie Kirk's assassination, calling the incident a horrific tragedy and a threat to all of us. Speaking at the Jefferson Educational Society in Erie, Pennsylvania, Obama emphasized that America's democratic system hinges on the principle of disagreeing without resorting to violence. He criticized President Donald Trump and his allies for politicizing the shooting and failing to unite the country, contrasting their approach with his own as president, where he focused on ties that bind us together. Obama acknowledged that he found Kirk's ideas to be wrong, but stressed that this did not diminish the tragedy of his death or the need to mourn for his family. He specifically called out the Trump White House for immediately accusing the far left before details of the perpetrator emerged, stating that when the weight of the United States government is behind extremist views, we've got a problem. He also praised Republican Utah Gov. Spencer Cox for his efforts to foster unity following Kirk's killing. The former president lamented that the guardrails and norms he and his predecessors followed no longer seem to apply, making it a dangerous moment. He urged citizens to pay attention and for those in power to uphold these norms. In response, White House spokeswoman Abigail Jackson accused Obama of being the architect of modern political division and sowing discord. Don't go anywhere. The full story on the investigation is just getting started. Next, we're digging into the details of the charges against the man accused of Charlie Kirk's murder. Obama, America at inflection point after Kirk-Hortman killings. Former President Barack Obama has stated that America is at a critical inflection point, following a series of politically charged violent incidents, including the assassinations of conservative activist Charlie Kirk and Minnesota House Speaker Melissa Hortman and her husband. During a fireside chat at the Jefferson Educational Society in Erie, Pennsylvania, Obama described these events as horrific and a tragedy, reiterating that political violence is anathema to what it means to be a democratic country. Obama criticized leaders, particularly from the White House, for potentially sowing further division by assigning blame prematurely, even before the perpetrator's identity was confirmed. He argued that using such events to silence discussion about the nation's direction is a mistake. While he disagreed with many of Kirk's views, including controversial past statements about Black women and his alleged belief in the Great Replacement conspiracy theory, Obama maintained that this does not negate the tragedy of his death. He called for honest and forthright discussions about contentious ideas while insisting on respect for differing viewpoints. Obama's remarks come as other leaders, including House Speaker Mike Johnson and former Presidents Joe Biden and George Bush, have also called for an end to political violence. John Hoffman, a Minnesota state senator wounded in the attacks, stated that America is broken and political violence endangers our lives and democracy. Authorities have a suspect in custody for Kirk's killing, identified as 22-year-old Tyler Robinson, who faces aggravated murder charges, with prosecutors seeking the death penalty. Vance Bolter, 58, is charged in the Minnesota shootings. The nation has recently seen other politically motivated acts, including an arson at the Pennsylvania governor's mansion and a shooting at a Trump rally. But the shocking details don't end there. We're about to uncover the evidence prosecutors say links the suspect directly to the crime. Get ready for the full breakdown of the case against Tyler Robinson. Man accused in Charlie Kirk killing charged with murder, death penalty sought. Tyler Robinson, 22, has been formally charged with murder in the fatal shooting of conservative activist Charlie Kirk, with Utah prosecutors announcing their intent to seek the death penalty. The charges, presented in Utah County Court, include felony aggravated murder, felony discharge of a firearm causing serious bodily injury, 2 counts of felony obstruction of justice, 2 counts of witness tampering, and commission of a violent offense in the presence of a child. Robinson appeared via video link, wearing an anti-suicide vest and showing little emotion. Prosecutors allege that Robinson specifically targeted Kirk, a co-founder of Turning Point USA, during an event at Utah Valley University as an act of political expression. Utah County Attorney Jeff Gray stated, "The murder of Charlie Kirk is an American tragedy," emphasizing that Kirk was killed while exercising the right to free exchange of ideas. The decision to pursue the death penalty was based solely on the evidence and the nature of the crime. Key evidence presented includes text messages between Robinson and his roommate, who prosecutors identify as his romantic partner. One alleged text from Robinson stated, "I had the opportunity to take out Charlie Kirk, and I'm going to take it." Further messages suggest Robinson had been planning the attack for over a week and was motivated by Kirk's perceived hatred, with one message stating, "I had enough of his hatred. Some hate can't be negotiated out." Robinson also allegedly instructed his roommate to delete the exchange and to seek legal counsel if questioned by police. Relatives and acquaintances described Robinson as squeaky clean and very considerate. His mother reportedly told authorities that he had become more political and leaned more left recently, becoming more pro-gay and trans rights-oriented and dating a transgender individual. This reportedly led to significant discussions with his father, who holds very different political views and is described as pretty diehard MAGA. These chilling messages paint a disturbing picture, but what exactly did the suspect tell his roommate? We're revealing the full text message exchange that's now at the heart of this case. Suspect confesses to killing Charlie Kirk in text messages to roommate, prosecutors allege. Prosecutors have unveiled a series of text messages allegedly sent by 22-year-old Tyler Robinson to his roommate, which they claim constitute a confession to the fatal shooting of conservative activist Charlie Kirk. According to Utah County Attorney Jeffrey Gray, Robinson left a note under his roommate's keyboard stating, "I been get the opportunity to take out Charlie Kirk, and I go do am." The roommate is identified by prosecutors as Robinson's romantic partner. The extensive text message exchange, submitted as evidence, details Robinson's alleged motive and actions. When asked why he killed Kirk, Robinson reportedly responded, "I don't get enough of I am hatred. You get some hate way you know fit just quiet day look." He also indicated the attack had been planned for over a week and expressed concern about retrieving the rifle used in the shooting, which he stated belonged to his grandfather. The messages also reveal Robinson's instructions to his roommate to delete their conversation and to remain silent if questioned by police, leading to charges of witness tampering. Robinson's mother reportedly told authorities that her son had become more politically active and leaned left, embracing pro-gay and trans rights, which reportedly created friction with his father, described as pretty diehard MAGA. After the shooting, Robinson allegedly spoke with his father and indicated suicidal intent, but was convinced by a family friend, a retired deputy sheriff, to turn himself in. Prosecutors have charged Robinson with 7 counts, including aggravated murder, and are seeking the death penalty. Evidence also includes DNA found on the trigger of the suspected murder weapon, which authorities believe matches the rifle belonging to Robinson's grandfather. Robinson made his first court appearance remotely on Tuesday, September 16, where the charges were read. This case has sent shockwaves through the nation, highlighting deep political divides. Now, let's bring it all together with a quick recap and how you can stay connected. And that's a wrap on today's explosive news. We saw Barack Obama condemning political violence after Charlie Kirk's assassination, heard about America being at an inflection point, detailed the charges against the suspect in Kirk's death, and revealed the chilling texts that allegedly show a confession. Don't miss out on future updates. Make sure you're subscribed, hit that notification bell, and drop a comment below with your thoughts. Follow us on all social platforms for more. We'll see you next time.